Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 5th of June, 2024. A good streaming day. Back to normal after yesterday doing indies all day and essentially having really, low attendance and engagement and support. Today was the opposite. Today we went back to the mainstream AAA games, and all went pretty well. Let's talk about that. So first of all, on today's podcast, basically gave my final verdict on what's going on here with the indie games. Essentially, in a nutshell, I'm disappointed because I really like indie games. I would love to play more of them, but they're just not working in the rotation. For now, we're done with Hades 2. We'll go back in the future. I am going to attempt to every once in a while, maybe once a week, play one of these games like Noita or Stardew Valley. However, with Crow Country, I'm going to continue playing it because it's a short game and I already bought it. Regardless if people show up or not, I'm still going to play it. I think it's a good game. By the way, notably, I want to tell you, I really appreciated that a lot of people left nice comments on the Crow Country videos saying that they're really enjoying the playthrough and actually being very positive about it. I appreciate that because, again, on the stream, half the people were complaining they didn't like it because it looked like an old game, and it left me scratching my head. Looks aren't everything. The game's actually quite good if you like survival horror. In addition, there was a lot of attempted trolling and stupidity on the stream this morning. I took care of it. I'm done with it now. I'm not going to take that bait. And instead, we went into a nice, fun, chill Fallout 4 stream. And it was actually funny because while I was playing Fallout 4, morons kept coming to the stream to try to bait me into drama. And I didn't say, you guys are nuts, you know. I'm playing, I'm having a good time. We had a really chill Fallout 4 stream today. What did we do? Well, tons of quests for the railroad. That was the whole idea, was to try to get through all the railroad quest lines until you basically get to the end point of their quests, which I think we have arrived at now. Now it's that pivotal moment where you have to make the teleporter to get into the Institute to advance any rail plot, because we did all the missions for Brotherhood. We already did the missions now for Railroad, so now the only one left would be Minuteman, but we know what those are. Those are just going around making bases, which I don't want to do, or go to the Institute and do missions for the Institute, right? So we're at that critical moment, but we also did a few other missions, including the Best of 3 mission, which is a mission that has you going around reading Pip-Boy data, and eventually you do a little mini boss fight at the end. You get a Tesla cannon, but it kind of sucks. I already had one, so I didn't really need it again. The good development, I finally, at the tail end of this railroad quest line, I maximized Curie's affinity, and I got her perk. Her perk is, it's so good. If you go down to like 0 health, you don't die. You auto revive and get 100 health back once per day. Okay? Such a good perk, especially for me, because I'm a melee build where I might just lose all my health in one go to like an energy weapon or a missile or something. And this will save my butt, basically. So it's one of the best perks in the game for my build. That's why I wanted to get it. And then I immediately went and switched to Hancock. So now Hancock is my companion. And moving forward, I'm going to be doing a few more missions around these different areas before we get to the main story. But overall, very chill stream, fun, great engagement, interaction, great attendance all day. Support was good. Everything was good. And that's what I mean. Like, why? Well, because it's Fallout 4. It's a big AAA game. People like chilling with me when I play these big Bethesda games. It works. For some reason, it works with the audience, while the indie games really do not. But I was happy with how it went. Then tonight, on the late stream, it was Street Fighter 6 Blanka, where I focused on playing with Blanka without the input lag because I have this new setup now. And I'm going to be honest, I actually did worse, I feel, at least the first hour with Blanka, than I think I did with anyone else. I actually legit feel like I did better with Honda, Dalsim, Lily, and Zangief than I did with Blanka. And I think there's 2 reasons for that. Reason number 1 is because probably people have fought against Blanka more than those characters. You know, my other characters are kind of the oddballs, right? They're not the common characters. They're the low tier. So you probably almost never see them. While Blanka is mid to high mid, maybe even low top tier. So a lot of people have probably faced Blanka a lot and know better strategies against him. But I'm going to be honest. The other thing is I played poorly. I had bad execution. I was flubbing it, hitting the wrong buttons, doing the wrong things, and my timing was off. And the reason I think my timing is off is because now, once again, I'm going to no input delay. When I used to have massive input delay and I had to do everything early and stuff, I don't have to do it anymore. So now I'm trying to do like, I did it way too early and it whiffed, right? However, by the second half of the night, I started to recover. And I would definitely say the second hour of gameplay is much, much better than the first, where I actually got a bunch of wins and streaks and things like that. And I tried to implement a couple new strategies. The first is the forward fierce punch move with Blanka, where he kind of does a body splash. It's a good counter hit move from mid-screen, and if it crumbles, you can actually do a follow-up, which I was trying to figure out what to do. Once I got it and once I didn't, so I got to try to practice that to see what do you do if you hit with it. But also, I'm trying to implement his flip ball move more. If you don't know what I mean, it's the half circle back and 2 kicks. It's the OD version. The reason is sorry, I got indigestion. They buffed it. That's one of the few things they buffed. They actually nerfed a bunch of Blanka stuff, but one of the few things they buffed is they made that Blanka ball better on hit. So basically, it hits further forward and can catch the enemy and lead to a big combo. I actually did a few times. I used it tonight, and I got giant damage. Like, seriously, how crazy is this? If you just get a random OD Blanka ball from anywhere on the screen, you can then do the OD flip into level 3 super, and it does like 60% damage at the beginning of the round. It's like, what? And I remember I was doing that when the game first came out, but then a lot of people stopped doing it, but now they made the flip more reliable, so it actually makes sense to do it again. So I was like, whoa, that's really crazy good. And I was trying to do better stuff. I'm learning. I actually think that, sadly, the knee strategy I was doing, this forward medium kick, isn't as good as I thought it was, because a lot of people seem to be stuffing it after the fact. But like I said, my problem is I have bad execution. I need to play more with Blanka right now. I know my execution is poor, and I'm running into things like Aki tonight. Aki kicked my ass. I think Aki is one of the most improved characters that since this balance patch. I haven't even read her patch notes yet, but she's got like way better stuff than she used to have, and she's locking me down and tricking me, and I'm like, shit, what do I do here? She's fast. She seems faster. She seems to have better priority. Like, man, I don't know. So anyway, I had a good time tonight. Overall, great stream. Support was decent. It wasn't amazing, but it also wasn't horrible. And, people showed up. People had a good time watching me play Street Fighter. So good stuff. Okay, now, quick reminder. I'm not here tomorrow because it's my day off. But when I come back on Friday, it's a weird day because it's Summer Game Fest. And yes, I am live reacting to Summer Game Fest this year. So here's how it's going to go. When I come back on Friday, we will have a level 1 podcast at the usual time in the morning here on DSP Gaming, but it's going to be short. I'm going to try to do like a half an hour podcast where I just basically, Phil's day off, schedule update, any quick news or addendums, and then we're done. No time for Q&A or anything like that, because then I want to do a little bit of Fallout gameplay. Okay, maybe, like, let's say we finish the podcast by 11:45, 12. Then we can play for like an hour to an hour and a half of Fallout 4. Then what we're going to do is end the stream around 1:30 p.m.-ish. We're going to switch over to DSP Reacts. And on DSP Reacts is going to be the stream where I react live to Summer Game Fest. So everyone will go over there, live react for about 2 hours or so, however long it is. When it's done, then I'm going to do what's called a recap reactions video. It's going to be live streamed, but it's where I basically summarize everything we just saw, and I give my opinions on each thing, if I liked it or didn't like it or whatever. That means that stream will run late. Usually my streams end at 4 p.m. This one's going to run after that. So my wife and I got to figure out what we're going to have that day for dinner, because it's got to be something quick or something I can warm up, because I'm going to be late, basically. And then Friday Night Fight, Street Fighter 6. Sadly, I cannot 100% confirm whether or not I'm going to be doing the lobby with Brian, top tier rated or not. It's on the fence right now. So if he's available and can do it, then we're going to do it that night, and we're going to have the microphone where we're going to voice communicate, and we're going to have some fun. If it doesn't happen, don't worry. Friday Night Fight still goes down. I'm going to go back to Akuma for the first time in 2 weeks. I'm going to take Akuma online now with no input delay. I'm going to try to absorb some knowledge from watching videos. I'm going to see what I can pull off. Maybe I can get better with Akuma. And then my goal after that will be to get Akuma to master rank. Right now, we're at 4-star diamond. We had been at 5, but I started playing so poorly, I lost all the ranking. I want to get him back. I want to get him to master. Then I can actually start playing with Akuma in the rotation, but I need to get to the point where I feel solid with him. And right now, I know I'm not. I don't even remember what I was doing. I got to reabsorb all that knowledge and stuff, So Friday Night Fights will happen. Just not sure exactly what it's going to be. This week is big variety. Crow Country, another indie game on Saturday night. I'm not sure if it's Noita or Stardew Valley. Live reacting to the Xbox event and the Call of Duty event on Sunday. Sunday night, a big throwback event over on DSP Throwback where we're going to be reacting to one of the big co-op playthroughs. And in addition to that, Monday, the normal clips show, on TSP Reacts, the React show, DSP versus the internet. There's going to be more Fallout coming up, more Street Fighter coming up, good variety of stuff. And of course, based on what happens at Summer Game Fest and Xbox, the schedule may change. What if a surprise game drops and everyone is interested in it? I have the ability to check that out too. So it's going to be a fun week. All right. I wish you all the best. I hope you stay safe. Feel free to get caught up on all my videos during my day off. And I'll see you all on Friday for an awesome day, especially reacting to Summer Game Fest. Hopefully there'll be some good stuff on there. All right. Thank you all. Have a good Thursday. Peace out. See you Friday morning.